What's up, guys? Cables here. Today I'm gonna do my review of The Legend of Korra Episode 7, The Aftermath. I do realize I am late with this review. I planned on, taking a break and pretty much doing Episode 7 and 8 review today, but apparently there was no Episode 8 today, so I guess they just the series, it takes, a week's break or whatever. So I'm just here to do the Episode 7 review to get it out of the way. So let's begin. So in the beginning of this episode, Korra had made a confrontation with Tano, who recently lost his bending, and pretty much Tano is much a broken character, and he's pretty much he's just depressed. He lost his bending. He went to all the healers to try to heal the problem, but pretty much he still lost his bending, and pretty much Korra and Tano talk, and Tano shows that he's not that much of a douchebag. And he asks Korra, to take out Amon, and Korra nodded, and you see somewhat of a friendship there. I mean, people have said that they wanted Tano to be a member of Team Avatar, but it would be kind of weird to me. Like, it doesn't seem like he would fit in to be the member of Korra's team. But anyway, so that's what happened with Tano, and pretty much Korra pretty much in the beginning of this episode, she doesn't like Asami because first of all, she's going out with Mako, and another reason is because it seems like every time she tries to do something, Asami does something better, and Korra pretty much this doesn't have a good opinion about Asami, but then later on they get to bond and pretty much they become friends, and they all form members of Asami, Bolin, Mako, and Korra. They all seem to get along. Everything seems good. But then Korra, when she's in Asami's mansion, she hears Mr. Tano, Asami's father, talking on the phone, something mysterious, and she thinks that he's working for the Equalists. And what's funny was that what we got to see was that apparently some of the metal benders had tracked down a car, and pretty much this truck actually had like a whole bunch of Equalist gear. They had the gloves and everything, and it was owned by the Cabbage Corp, and the owner of Cabbage Corp was taken away. Now I thought it was pretty funny to see was that when we saw the owner getting arrested, we see that there was a statue of a man holding cabbage, and that immediately sparked my mind of the legendary Cabbage Man from the last Airbender, because man, he despised Bender so much, destroying his cart and everything. And then it just seems like apparently when the Republic City was built, he just built his empire of cabbage, and he gained wealthy, and he became owned his own business, and pretty much his predecessors, they took gains as well, maybe his son or whatever, and they built up, a whole corporation. So, and also Cabbage Corp was a rival with Mr. Tano's, organization. So, yeah, that's an easy way to say that they were working for the Equalists, but actually Mr. Tano was taking out the competition. Because pretty much and actually when Korra tries to expose Tano, wait, is it Tano? Wait, hold on for a second. Just 1 second. Sato. Sorry, I said Tano this whole time. Mr. Sato. Pretty much, he's being almost being exposed by Korra, but then, Sami, she was defending her father throughout the whole thing. She was saying how, oh, his father's a good man, and this and that, and, she was really defending her father. And then, so pretty much this causes a rift between Korra and the rest of the group, and pretty much she still believes that Mr. Sato has something to do with this. And so, they still investigate, and then they get a tip that Mr. Sato has an underground lair, and they go there. And what I thought was pretty cool to see was Lin Bei Fong, and she did like the seismic vision that Toph did, where she pretty much hit the ground with her foot, and she saw like everything from underground and the surrounding areas. I always did like that seismic vision that Toph had. It's pretty cool. And so pretty much they discovered the underground place, and that it is revealed that Mr. Sato is working with the Equalists, and he builds all the technology, the technical, the devices, yeah, all the gloves and everything. And so pretty much with these armored suits, pretty much they're made out of platinum, and apparently metal benders can't bend this platinum, but according to Mr. Sato, because he was with Lieutenant and some other members of the Equalist group. And I believe that the whole reason why platinum can't be bent, because see, there was a YouTuber named Avatar Zesso who pretty much he talked about how platinum couldn't be bended because I remember how Toph, when she was surrounded by metal. She was like hitting the metal to try to see if she could bend it, and we saw those little specks of light, which could be traces of Earth. So one reason why earthbenders could bend metal was because there are some traces of earth within the metal. But platinum, it's pure platinum, it's pure metal. There's no traces of earth. It's too dense. And I really think that's why, metal benders, they can't bend, the armored suits because it's too much platinum, not enough earth to bend it. And so pretty much we see the fight scene, and during this fight scene we see actually Tenzin fight, which I thought was pretty cool to see some airbending action. But unfortunately, these armored tanks, man, these armored suits are just too much. I mean, they took out Korra and the rest of everybody else, and they took some metal benders with them, and it was going to take, Korra and everybody else. But Mako and Bolin try to save them, but then they get caught. And then we get to the final confrontation with Asami and her father, and pretty much she has a choice to join her father or join her friends. And the reason why Mr. Shadow joined was because it was revealed that a few years ago, his wife was killed by some gang members of the firebending gang, I believe the Admikais. And so that's why, he's so like into with the Equalist group, because he's tired of firebenders. They took his wife away. He has all the right to be angry. But Asami decided to do, not to join his father, and she's kind of took the glove and socked her father, and then actually took out the lieutenant. Which, by the way, I think the lieutenant needs to step his game up. I mean, recently he's been losing to Korra. I mean, from that battle from episode 6, and now to Asami with ease. So it looks like Asami could take care of herself if she needed to, because she did say she took some self-defense classes. And so now the whole team escaped, and Lin Bei Fong said that she was going to resign and actually go undercover and go outside of the law in order to get her troops back, the other metal benders. And so pretty much they're all gonna stay on the airbending island, and it looks like Korra, she's more accepting of the relationship with Mako and Asami, because she was like, yo, Mako, you need to go, comfort her, because this is a hard time for her. So it looks like she's kind of not over Mako, but like she's accepted the fact that he's dating Asami. So that's pretty much the whole thing of the episode. Very well done episode. My prediction with Mr. Sato was correct. But however, I was thinking though that why would Lin Bei Fong not think that this could be a trap when they heard of the information from that guy? I mean, you would kind of, if you're the chief of police, you would kind of think of all your options and say, okay, if he's telling the truth or he's lying, but they just went with it, right ahead without really thinking it through. So that was a little weird with me, but anyways, this was a good episode. I was right with Mr. Sato. I knew he had something to do with the Equalist group. But let me know your thoughts on the episode, what you thought about episode 7, the predictions for episode 8, because it looks like Korra looks like she's gonna go to jail again, but I'm not entirely sure. But let me know your thoughts below. Please comment and subscribe if you have not already, and give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.